Hey there, my friend. Welcome to a new English speaking lesson. I'm really happy that you're here because today we're going to talk about something that every English learner dreams of, speaking English fluently and confidently. Maybe when you speak English, you worry about making mistakes. Maybe you feel nervous when someone asks you a question. Maybe you understand English in your head, but when you try to speak, your mind becomes blank. Don't worry. This happens to a lot of learners. You are not alone. Today, I want to help you break out of that fear and start speaking English with confidence. Fluency isn't about being perfect. It isn't about using big, difficult words. It's about speaking smoothly, expressing your ideas clearly, and feeling relaxed when you communicate. Let's start with something very important. Confidence comes before fluency. Yes, you heard that right. Many learners think, when my English is perfect, then I will feel confident. But actually, you will never feel fluent if you don't first learn to be confident. You must allow yourself to speak now, even if you make mistakes. Every mistake is progress. Every sentence you say makes you better. Think about how you learned to speak your first language. You didn't study grammar textbooks as a child. You didn't worry about pronunciation rules. You just listened, repeated, tried, failed, and tried again. And slowly, you became fluent. That same journey can happen with English. Now, let me give you the first mindset shift. Confidence is a skill, and skills can be trained. You can train confidence just like you trained grammar or vocabulary. The more you speak, the stronger your confidence becomes. And guess what? Confidence makes your fluency grow faster. Let's do a quick exercise together. You can say these sentences with me. I can speak English. I am learning more every day. I am improving my English right now. I don't need to be perfect. I am confident. Good job. These small sentences may seem simple, but they help you build a strong mindset. And mindset is the foundation of fluent speaking. Another important point, you must stop translating in your head. When you translate, your brain works too hard. That's why words come out slowly and your sentences feel broken. Instead, try to think in English. Even simple thoughts like, I'm hungry. It's a beautiful day. I need to study. When you practice thinking in English daily, speaking becomes more natural, faster, and more fluent. Translation creates hesitation. Thinking in English creates flow. Also, remember, fluency is not just about how fast you speak. It's about speaking clearly. You want your listener to understand you. You don't need a perfect American accent to communicate, but you do need clear pronunciation. We will work on some pronunciation techniques later in this lesson that will help you sound more natural. Right now, I want you to imagine a future version of yourself. This future you can walk into a room, start a conversation in English, order food, ask questions, answer confidently, and connect with people without fear. That future you already exists. You are working toward that person every time you practice. So stay with me in this lesson. I'm going to show you practical methods, not just theory. These are strategies that help thousands of learners become fluent speakers. How to speak without fear, how to improve your accent and sound more natural, how to speak smoothly without long pauses, how to express your ideas more confidently, and how to practice effectively every day. You are here because you believe in yourself, even just a little, and that is enough to begin. Take a deep breath. Smile, because right now, you are improving your English. You are building your speaking confidence. And this is only the beginning. Let's continue. Now that we talked about confidence and mindset,
let's get into some practical speaking techniques that will help you sound more fluent. The first technique is something simple but powerful. 1. Speak in full chunks, not one word at a time. Many learners speak like this: I want to go to the store. When you speak one word at a time, your speech sounds slow and unnatural. Instead, group words together into small chunks. I want to go to the store. Can you help me with this? I'm looking for a new phone. Try this now. Repeat after me. How's it going? Can you say that again? I think that's a great idea. Notice how the sentences feel smoother? That is fluency. Now, let's add another technique. 2. Use common sentence starters. Native speakers often use natural expressions to begin sentences. These make your English sound more confident. Well, I think, to be honest, you know, actually, in my opinion. Try repeating these with me. Well, I think English is fun. To be honest, I want to practice more. Actually, I'm getting better every day. Using these sentence starters will help your speaking flow better and feel more natural in conversations. 3. Use simple language confidently. Some learners think fluency equals big words, but fluent speakers use simple, clear words. Confidence comes from clarity, not complexity. Instead of, I must articulate my intentions in a coherent manner, simply say, I want to explain my ideas clearly. Simple English is powerful English. Here's a phrase to remember. Say it simply, say it confidently. Now, let's practice a little bit of self-expression. I want you to answer this question in English. Speak out loud. What do you like to do in your free time? Answer with simple English. For example, I like listening to music. I enjoy watching movies. I love playing football. Speak it right now. Don't wait. Don't think too much. Just speak. Good job. You did it. And every time you answer small questions like that, your fluency improves. 4. Practice speaking alone. Yes, alone. Speaking practice doesn't require another person. You can talk to yourself. Describe what you see around you. Explain what you're doing. Talk about your plans. Tell a short story. For example, if you're in your room, you can say, I'm sitting on my chair right now. I'm watching a video to improve my English. I want to become more confident. Every sentence you speak makes you better. Many fluent speakers practiced alone before they could speak confidently with others. 5. Record your voice, hear your improvement. You may feel shy at first, but recording your voice will help you hear your mistakes, notice your progress, improve your pronunciation, build confidence. Record yourself saying something simple every day. After 1 week, listen again. You will hear improvement, guaranteed. 6. Shadowing practice. Speak with me. Shadowing means listening and repeating at the same time. This is one of the fastest ways to sound more natural because it trains your pronunciation, rhythm, speaking speed, confidence. Try this short shadowing exercise. Repeat after me right away. I'm learning English every day. I speak English with confidence. I'm not afraid of mistakes. I can communicate clearly. Speak these like you mean them, strong and confident. Now, take a moment. How do you feel? A little more confident? A little more fluent? That feeling is progress. Remember, fluency doesn't come from thinking about speaking. Fluency comes from speaking. And you are speaking right now. You're doing amazing. In the next part, we're going deeper into how to think in English, how to stop translating in your head, and how to use natural English phrases that real people use every day. So, stay with me. You are leveling up with every sentence you say.
Stop translating every word in your head. That's one of the biggest reasons speaking becomes slow and stressful. Fluent speaking happens when you move directly from thought to English to speech without passing through another language first. You can train this skill every single day in a simple way. Look around and name what you see. There's a window. I see a chair. My phone is next to me. These tiny moments of English thinking train your brain more than you realize. Another way is to talk through your actions. Whatever you are doing, describe it in simple English. I'm washing my hands. I'm cooking pasta. I'm getting ready for work. You don't need perfect sentences. Small, simple language is powerful when used daily. Most importantly, stop pausing when you don't know a word. Just explain it in another way. Instead of microwave, say the machine that heats food. Instead of dizzy, say my head feels strange. This is exactly what fluent speakers do. They explain instead of stopping. Communication continues. Confidence grows. Grammar will follow naturally. Don't let grammar rules stop you from speaking. Imagine ordering at the cinema. You don't think, present simple, present continuous. You simply say, 2 tickets, please. Clear, understood, communication happened. That's what fluency really is. Many English learners feel shy because of their accent. But an accent is not a mistake, it's a story. It shows you're bilingual, dedicated, and growing. Speak proudly with the voice you have. Confidence is more impressive than perfection. To sound more natural, practice the expressions native speakers use in daily conversation. Really? No way. That's awesome. Oh, I get it. Exactly. Try saying them right now with real emotion. Emotion brings English to life. Small social moments help too, like simple friendly greetings. How's your day? Pretty good. How about you? I'm doing great, thanks. These micro conversations build real fluency. You're not just learning English, you're using it to connect with people. Breathe. You're doing something amazing. Every single sentence is shaping a more confident speaker inside you.
Let's talk about English in real life. The English that actually helps you speak confidently anywhere you go. Many learners think fluency comes from doing big lessons once a week. But fluency grows from tiny moments you repeat daily without stress. Imagine your mouth and brain learning to move together. When you speak a little English every day, you create a rhythm, like walking. At first, every step feels slow and careful, but soon you walk automatically, without thinking. That's exactly what happens with English. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to show up. A few minutes, consistently. Try turning your phone into a mini English world. Change the device language to English. Set your apps to English. Even reading one notification becomes learning. When you search online, type in English. When you watch a short video, choose English subtitles. English becomes a normal part of your day, not a separate study time. Every time you choose a tiny English moment instead of your native language, you're leveling up. Here's something powerful. Practice English with curiosity, not pressure. When you hear a new phrase, don't think, oh no, another thing to remember. Instead think, oh cool, a new tool I can use. That small change in attitude makes a huge difference. A relaxed brain learns faster. A curious brain remembers longer. And then there is the biggest confidence booster. Celebrate small wins. Did you say one sentence in English today? That's a win. Did you watch a 1-minute English video? That's progress. Did you understand one new word? You're improving. Write down your wins, even the tiny ones. Because fluency is not a single big success. It is thousands of small successes stacking up every day. Your journey is not about being perfect. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Just one step better, one sentence better, one tiny habit better. And when speaking feels scary, remember, every fluent speaker in the world was a beginner once. They didn't wait until they were perfect. They started when they were still nervous. Courage comes first. Confidence comes from action. You're already on the right path, and the results you want are closer than you think.
Now let's go a little deeper into something that many learners don't realize. Your English improves most when you use it to talk about your real life. Not random textbook examples, not long, difficult lists of words, just simple sentences about you, your day, your family, your feelings, your plans. Because when English becomes personal, it becomes meaningful. And when it's meaningful, your brain remembers it naturally. So here's a simple challenge. Start talking to yourself in English, just like you talk to a friend. For example, when you're cooking, say, "I'm cutting the onions. I'm trying a new recipe today." When you're waiting for your coffee, say, "I'm a little tired, but excited for the day." When you're walking outside, say, "The weather's nice. I love this fresh air." These are not big, complicated sentences, but they are real. They reflect your life. And that matters. Because fluency isn't about knowing every English word. It's about using the words you know to express your thoughts. Imagine speaking English as a habit you can't even avoid. You wake up, you speak a sentence. You go outside, you think in English. You go to sleep, you reflect in English. That's how fluency grows quietly, daily, without stress. Another tip, try replacing your inner voice with English. When you think, "I'm hungry." When you think, "I need to finish this." When you think, "That's funny." Just think those thoughts in English. At first, you may translate, but slowly, translation disappears, and English becomes automatic. That's the goal, because when your brain doesn't need to translate first, you speak faster. You sound more natural. You feel more confident. Now let's talk about motivation, because everyone struggles sometimes. Some days you will feel excited to learn. Some days you won't want to touch English at all, and that's okay. Motivation is not the key. Consistency is. If you only practice when you feel motivated, you won't practice enough. But if you practice even when you feel tired, just one tiny action, you will grow. Fluency is a relationship you build with English. Show up, respect the habit, and the progress will come. You don't need to rush. Fluency is not a race. You're allowed to go slow. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to be human. Just don't stop. Because every day you show up, even for 1 minute, you are becoming the confident English speaker you want to be.
Let's talk about something that many learners feel but rarely say out loud. You might feel embarrassed to speak English. Maybe you worry someone will laugh. Maybe you think your accent isn't good enough. Maybe you feel shy because the words don't come out perfectly. I want you to hear this clearly. Mistakes are not the problem. Silence is. Every fluent speaker you admire was once a beginner who made 1,000 mistakes. They learned not because they were confident, but because they practiced anyway. Think about a child learning to speak their first language. They don't wait for perfect grammar. They just talk, loudly, proudly, imperfectly. And every little word they say makes them better. You can do the same. Even if you speak slowly, even if you use simple words, even if you get stuck and restart your sentence, that's how progress happens. Here's a small exercise to help you break the fear. When you can't think of a word, replace it with a simpler one. Or describe the idea using the words you already know. For example, you forget the word library. You can say, the place with many books. You forget the word appointment. You can say, a planned meeting with a doctor. This is not a failure. This is smart communication. Native speakers do this too. They simplify, they rephrase, they guess, they gesture. We all do it, in every language. Another thing that will help you, celebrate tiny wins. When you speak one new sentence today, that's progress. If you learn one useful phrase, that's progress. If you think in English for 30 seconds, that's progress. Success doesn't always look big. Sometimes it's quiet, simple, and easy to miss. So notice it. Appreciate it. Give yourself credit. You deserve it. You are learning a whole new language. That's incredible. You are improving your life. You are opening doors. You are building confidence in a new world. And every tiny habit you practice is a step forward. Keep going. Keep speaking. Keep believing that fluency is possible, because it is. And you are already on the right path.
Sometimes you know exactly what you want to say in English, but your mouth refuses to help you. Your brain starts blocking you with thoughts like, what if I make a mistake? What if they don't understand me? What if I look stupid? Let me tell you something honest. Everyone who speaks English fluently has made thousands of mistakes. Thousands. Not 50, not 100. Thousands. The difference is simple. Fluent speakers don't stop when they make mistakes. They keep trying, keep talking, keep learning. Imagine this. You go to a cafe. You want to order a coffee with milk, but you forget a word. You pause. You get nervous. In that moment, your brain can choose two paths. Path A, never mind, I'll just point at the picture. I won't talk again. Path B, I'll try. Maybe it won't be perfect, but I will speak. Path B is where fluency starts. You don't need perfect grammar to communicate. You don't need a full vocabulary to be confident. You just need the courage to open your mouth. When you try, even just a few sentences, you win. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. Your confidence grows. Your fluency grows. Your English becomes alive. So here's a quick challenge for you. Today, say one full sentence in English to someone. Not just hello, not just thank you, a real sentence. It could be, I really like this product. Do you have another color? Or, excuse me, can you help me find the bus stop? Or, I'm learning English and practicing speaking. How is your day going? When you take a small step like that, you're building a stronger and more confident version of yourself.
You're proving that your fear is not the boss. Every time fear says, "Don't speak," you say, "Watch me." Because your English future belongs to the version of you that tries. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss the next lesson that helps you speak English naturally and confidently. This is your journey, your confident English journey. Keep going, one small step every day. That's how fluency is built.